Second half of the title matches from Mira Mesa and beautiful, warm, happy San Diego. Chargers have won, and two of our veterans are looking to experience victory as well, as Marguerite Evans and Kirk Chui have not won in this division in their careers, but spare shooting like that is not going to work for Marguerite. She's been bowling a long time looking for her first handicap title. Kirk's got 2 handicap wins, but has never won in scratch. This is his first scratch title match, and sends it out the window in a key 8th frame washout for him. He has to spare this up to continue to trail by 14. So he's in trouble in the 8th frame. Michaela Buhain is looking to win her first title, and she's in control over there thanks to Evans' spare errors. She's been clean, has Buhain, through 6 frames and has a somewhat easy spare to remain so. She has to beat Marguerite by 1. She's comfortably ahead at the moment. Makeable spare, obviously, for Kirk. Really has to have it in this spot, though. Elects to hook at it. And he makes it, yes! What a huge spare for Kirk right there. Clutch spare in a key moment. Really couldn't afford to miss that. Instead, it's only a 14-pin game with 2 frames to go. Anything can happen. Buhain covers her spare. So she leads by 34, minus the pin she's giving for 33. Sounds like a lot, but we've seen much larger leads than that evaporate in shorter times than that. Kirk has to find a way to throw his best 3 shots of his career in the next 3 frames. Ah, the non-clacky ball comes through. That was 10 in the pit. Nice shot there. Still very much in this match. As dominant as Ben Canfield has been, it's been a topsy-turvy couple days for him, as he really pulled the title out of the fire twice yesterday. One recovering from a really low game, and 2 recovering from a bad field ball which caused a roll-off. And as the 9 seed here, he's had to work his way through matches. Caught the right players a couple times, went on big strings to put them away later on. That's what winners do. We talked about it yesterday. Champions find ways to dig out wins in their not best performances. And another nice spare from Michaela. That's her 8th consecutive mark. That's the difference in this match right now over there. 9th frame for Ben, working on that spare. And 10 in the pit. 9th frame strike, so valuable, no more count loss. And Ben now needs to go strike 7 spare to win this tournament. Anything less than that, Chui can come up and take it away in the 10th frame. Big spots for all these bowlers right here. Evans has to get some strikes going now. Oh, and she does. Now, if the 10-pin keeps standing up when you hit the pocket, don't bother hitting the pocket. Just squash them all down. Good enough. Canfield for back-to-back wins on the weekend, 7 on the season, and 14 career riding on this shot. Does not get it. Kirk turning around, not looking the whole time, waiting to hear the sound of pinfall that he doesn't want, but he heard the right noise there. That definitely wasn't a strike by sound. And how valuable was that strike in the 9th? Now he doesn't lose any count. But what he does do is leave himself a very difficult 2-4-5. His spare shooting's been a little bit iffy this game, even though he was clean. But he nails that one. Real nice job with the 2-4-5. It's not a spare a power player shoots very often.
Not fun either.
Not fun at all. 7 or better forces 2 strikes out of Kirk. Oh, and Marguerite misses her 3rd 9 count in the last 4 frames. We were just talking about how valuable spares were before this match. And boy, that 9th frame strike for Ben became very valuable because he lost 5 pins a count, but only gets credit for losing 2 because of that 9th frame strike. 224 makes the situation very simple. It's been a long time since I've given Kirk Chui a champion plaque. It'll be later than today anyway because I don't have him with me. But if he wants to win the tournament, he must strike on the next 2 balls. Anything less, Ben wins again. I think he loved it off his hand, but then it had to hold that last 5 or 6 feet. Michaela returns the favor for a missed spare there, but it's not going to matter. She's up 30. She just needs to stay behind the foul line on one of the next 2 shots to win it. And Michaela's going to win her first title. Congrats to her. I know that's a heartbreak for Marguerite, one of our very, very most veteran bowlers, who's going to have to stomach another 2nd place. Do you want to re-rack? Yeah, absolutely. Kirk's going to take some extra time on this. I think the rack's just fine. I think he wants to get the heart rate down a little bit. It's perfectly fine. That's the title-winning shot for Michaela Buhain. Don't you stomp your foot, you just won. Jeez. Is it always like this around the house? There you go. Absolutely, yeah. There's that, goes that tension. Here we go with Kirk.
Oh, one time, kid!
Will the 9 fall? It doesn't. Oh. 2nd time in a row he thought he threw it right, great off his hand. It crept up high again. This time the 4-9 does not trip out. It's going to be a 224 to 221 final. Canfield is a Houdini this weekend, doing just enough to win back-to-back titles on the weekend. Ah, heartbreak for Kirk. Man, we will see more of Kirk Chui on the webcast this year. He's throwing the ball really well. One more time, champs find ways to win when they don't have their A game. For the most part, that was the case for Ben this weekend, and he comes away winning them both. Ms. Evans will be back. Mr. Chui will be back. Nick Condon tried the Canfield method today, starting with like a 101 game and still making the scratch cut. Wasn't that low. It was pretty low. Wasn't that low. And they'll all try it again in Tucson, Arizona in 6 days. Want to have some fun? Come on out and bowl with us. We'll see you then.